Baby, if I could pull you into my chest right now and just let silence speak for me, you'd feel everything I'm about to say. You'd feel how long I've carried this inside me, how many nights I've whispered your name into the dark, not hoping for a reply, just needing the universe to know that I never stopped choosing you in the quiet. And today, as I sit here, something deeper is stirring in me, something sacred, something unshakable. It's not just love, it's not just memory. It's this vow I can't keep locked up anymore. These vows, 7 of them, not made with rings, not spoken at an altar, but born from everything I didn't say when you stood right in front of me, waiting for the version of me I hadn't become yet. And I promise you, baby, these aren't just wedding day vows written for show. These are spiritual oaths, things I've bled for, things I've wept over in silence, things I only now have the courage to say because the pain of silence has finally become greater than the fear of exposure. This isn't a list. This is a resurrection. This is the sound of a man becoming what you always saw in him. And maybe you'll hear them one by one, scattered across time and moments. But right now, I need to start with the first. Because if I don't say this one, the others won't even matter. My first vow to you is presence. Not just physically standing beside you, but being so emotionally present that you feel my love in your spirit, even when I don't say a word. Baby, I vow that when the noise of life gets loud, I won't tune you out. I won't disappear behind my work, my moods, or my pride. I'll stay, fully, tenderly. Even when I don't know the right thing to say, I'll be there, listening with my heart, holding your hand like it's the most important task I've ever been given. Because after everything we've walked through, I know now, presence isn't about proximity. It's about showing up even when it's uncomfortable. And I vow, I'll keep showing up even when it's uncomfortable. And I vow, I'll keep showing up even after I marry you. Especially after I marry you, because your soul deserves to feel safe even in my silence. There was a time I thought love was loud, fireworks, passion, big gestures. But baby, the way you love, it's quiet, it's consistent, it's the kind of love that waits, that forgives, that holds space. And now, I finally understand what it means to be worthy of it. That forgives, it gives. It gives itself, then turns away. It bores bits of itself. For years, bits of itself. What gets you? The caring, the hope, the integrity, the sharing, the love, the forgiveness. It gives itself. It doesn't bring. I finally understand why you used to get quiet when I pulled away. Because you were begging me to stay present. To stop being in the same room but living in a different world. And now I vow to never let you feel alone when I'm right beside you. You deserve better than that. You always did. And maybe the second vow is this. I will remember. I will remember everything. Not just the big milestones or the anniversary dates, but the small sacred details that most men forget. I'll remember the way you like your tea when you're overwhelmed. The way your voice trembles when you're close to tears but don't want to cry. I'll remember what breaks your heart and what brings it back to life. I won't let the years make me lazy. I won't let routine make me blind. Because baby, even after I marry you, I'll still be memorizing you. I'll still be memorizing you. Every day, like scripture, like prayer, like a sunrise that never loses its wonder. I haven't said these things before, not like this, not out loud, not with trembling in my voice and tears I can't stop. But I'm saying them now, because I've come to realize that love isn't proven by how loud we speak it when things are good. It's shown in how deeply we honor it when no one's clapping, when no one's watching. And these vows, these are the roots I want to plant in the soil of our future. These are the promises I'll keep sacred even when life tries to test them. And there's more, so much more. But I'm not going to rush them, because some promises deserve to be unwrapped slowly, like your smile, like your trust, like your soul. I don't know if you can feel it yet, but something's changing in me. Not just on the surface, not just behavior, but in my spirit, in the way I breathe when I think of you, in the way my voice softens when I whisper your name under my breath, long after midnight. And that's why I'm ready now, ready to say everything I couldn't before, ready to lay it all out, one vow at a time, not just for the world to hear, but for you, for the woman who waited, who hoped, who never gave up, even when I did. Baby, I'm ready now, and this is only the beginning. You know what's strange, baby? How long I went pretending like I could carry this alone, like silence would keep the weight from crushing me, like if I just buried the truth deep enough, it would somehow fade, but it didn't. It grew, it pulsed, it breathed in the corners of my soul like something unfinished, like a story that refused to stay unwritten. And every time I thought I had silenced it for good, your name would rise again, in a song, in a dream, in a moment so still it felt like time held its breath. And I'd remember that I still owe you something, not just an apology, not just clarity, but a promise, a vow I should have spoken before we ever broke, one that should have come from my lips the moment you gave me your trust. And I'm ready to say it now. My third vow to you is this. I vow to protect your softness, not just your heart, but the innocence you carry, the light you don't even realize you give off when you walk into a room. I vow to never make you feel like your sensitivity is a burden. I won't mock your tears. I won't flinch when you get emotional. I won't treat your vulnerability like it's something to fix. Baby, I'll honor it. I'll hold it like sacred glass in my palms. Because this world can be harsh. People forget to be gentle. But I won't. Not with you. Not even on the days I'm tired, or lost, or breaking inside myself. I vow to protect that light in you that made me believe in peace again, even when you forget how bright you shine. I'll remember, and I'll remind you with my love, with my presence, with every soft word I offer in your darkest hours. There's a version of me you knew, the man who loved hard, but didn't always know how to show it gently, the one who sometimes let his mood spill over, the one who pulled away when he should have leaned in. I've seen him, I've faced him, and I'm not proud of everything he did, but I know now he wasn't trying to hurt you. He just didn't know how to love something so sacred without fearing he'd ruin it. And baby, I did ruin parts of it. not with malice, but with fear, with silence, with emotional immaturity. And now I carry that truth not as guilt, but as guidance, because who I was then is not who I am now, and the man I am becoming, he's the one who protects, the one who cherishes, the one who knows that your softness is not weakness. It's the proof that heaven trusted you with a sacred spirit. And I will never mishandle that again. Sometimes I wonder what it must have felt like for you to love someone who was still learning how to feel safe, to keep choosing a man who kept building walls around the very heart he begged you to reach. And I imagine it must have hurt deeply, but you stayed. For as long as you could, you stayed with prayers in your chest and hope in your eyes. You stayed through the storms, through the silence, through the aching gaps where my presence should have been. And I need you to know, I saw it. Maybe not clearly then, maybe not enough to match it fully, but I see it now. Every sacrifice, every moment you made me feel like I mattered when I didn't know how to love myself. And baby, that's why this vow matters so much, because I never want you to feel alone in your love again. I never want you to carry all the tenderness while I stand cold and closed off. I vow to meet you there now, in softness, in safety, in the sanctuary we'll build together, brick by brick, breath by breath. Even after I marry you, especially after I marry you, I'll still protect your spirit like it's something holy. I won't forget. I won't get lazy. I won't use comfort as an excuse to stop cherishing you, because I know what it feels like to be neglected while still being present. And I know you've felt that from me before, and that memory lives in me. Not as shame, but as fire. A fire that says, do better, be better, love her like she deserves. There are days I sit alone, just thinking about the way your voice used to sound when you were trying not to cry, how you'd lower it, like even your tears didn't want to be loud. And I hate that I didn't always know how to respond, that I sometimes froze or shut down or changed the subject instead of holding you. But now I know, now I understand, and if I'm ever given the chance again, if I ever hear your voice tremble like that, I swear, baby, I won't go quiet. I'll hold your face with both hands and remind you that your feelings are not too much, that you are not too much, that everything you feel is valid. And I'm strong enough now to carry it with you, because that's what love does. That's what I should have done. I used to think protecting someone meant standing in front of them during battle, but now I know. It also means standing behind them when they don't know if they can stand at all, lifting them with your presence, sheltering them with your consistency, holding their trembling without trying to fix it, just being there. And baby, that's what I vow. I vow to protect your light by being the kind of man who never makes you feel like it needs to be dimmed. Even when you shine too bright for the world, I'll never ask you to shrink. I'll grow my heart to match your radiance. There are 5 more vows, my love. 5 more promises that have been growing roots inside me like quiet prayers I didn't know how to say until now. I won't rush them. I won't dump them like a list just to get them out. Each one matters. Each one carries a piece of the man I'm becoming. And I want you to feel each one like a heartbeat. Because these aren't just vows for show. They're the foundation of the forever I want with you. a forever that doesn't start on our wedding day. It starts now, with these words, with this voice, with this heart that refuses to be silent anymore. You know, I used to think vows were made in front of witnesses, under flowered arches, with cameras flashing and music playing in the background. But baby, I've come to realize the real vows are made in the quiet, in the unseen moments, in the stillness after a fight, when forgiveness chooses to stay, in the way two people hold each other when they're scared of losing everything, but still don't let go. And right now, this is one of those moments. Me and you, soul to soul, no performance, no pretending, just truth, just heart, just a man sitting in the weight of everything he never said, slowly laying it down at your feet, because you deserve more than poetry. You deserve devotion, not the kind that fades when the lights are off, but the kind that becomes more sacred as the years pass. And so, here I am, unraveling the next vow I promised you long ago, even if I never found the words until now. Baby, I vow to never stop learning you. That's the third sacred promise my soul makes to yours. I won't ever believe I've figured you out. I won't assume that just because I know your favorite color or how you take your coffee, that I've reached the depth of you. No, I know better now. I know you are a universe, a shifting, sacred cosmos of emotion and evolution. And I vow to study your soul like scripture. I vow to remain a student of your spirit for the rest of my life, even after I marry you, especially after I marry you. I won't let familiarity breed distance. I'll ask you how your heart is, not just when something feels off, but even on quiet afternoons, when you're humming to yourself, barefoot in the kitchen. I'll ask, how are you really? And mean it. I'll listen with the same intensity I did when we first fell in love, because I'll never stop being curious about you. Never stop chasing the beauty in who you're becoming. There is a softness in you that changes with the seasons, a fire that evolves with your pain, a strength that hides behind your silence. And I vow to stay present for every version of you. I won't trap you in the image of who you were when I first loved you. I won't shame you for growing, for shedding skins, for stepping into your power. I'll celebrate it. I'll stand in awe of it. I'll match it with my own becoming. Because that's what real love is. Not possession, not expectation, but presence in every phase, every rebirth, every silent shift you go through without telling a soul. I'll see it, I'll feel it, and I'll love it, not because I have to, but because loving your evolution is the privilege of being chosen by you. And baby, I know now. I know what an honor it is to be chosen by you. And here's the truth I was once too immature to admit. I used to think people stayed the same, that once I had you, I could stop paying attention. I didn't realize how unfair that was, how cruel it is to stop discovering someone just because you think they're already yours. I didn't know that love needs fresh eyes every day, that it needs space to expand, room to breathe, curiosity to stay alive. And now that I've lost you once, now that I've sat in the silence of not hearing your voice for far too long, I've learned.